What's going on, guys? Jesse McJanna from Primal Fitness, and this is the Uncommon Project. Today's another power episode, so a solo ep with me, and this week is all about building the uncommon man. So each episode of this week is going to be part of the series of building an uncommon man, and today we're going to talk about strength. We got diet, learning, health, and discipline. So 5-part series is going to be lots of fun because I really want to help guys clarify what being uncommon means so you can all jump on board, because this is, in my opinion, the way to live. So we're going to talk about the strength standards that I've set for my guys. And what I've done with this is I don't want a power lifter to be able to come in and win everything. And I don't want a calisthenics guy to come in and win everything. So I've combined the two because I want raw strength, I want range of strength, I want balance. I want to make people uncommon actually strong in and outside the gym. And that's important to me because I think there's nothing worse than being someone that can lift a barbell, but when you got to go help a mate lift something, you can't lift it because it's not on a barbell. Okay, so we're going to go through the strength standards. Now, before we get started, this is from my new ebook that I've made, and it's free. If you want it, I'll just send you the link, and that way you can go through it and really just follow along. I just wanted to have something set in stone so you can be like, that's what I want to hit. Once you have a goal set, because people struggle with setting goals, especially when it comes to lifting things, it's awesome. Now, you might not think that it's an achievable goal to get to the black belt standards, which we'll go into in a second, but at least you can see step by step, and you just got to worry about what's next and how to build to that. And then you never know what's possible. You can't just see the end goal that I've worked 11 years for and be like, oh fuck, I can't ever do that. It's like, let's just start slow, okay? So we're gonna go through the ebook now. So I just wanted to create a method to determine what uncommon strength is for my guys and for myself. This is equally as much for me because I want to have a path that I'm following. So the grading system. I love jiu-jitsu and I love how there's a grading system. I love white, blue, purple, brown, black, all mean something different. And you see the end goal and the stages and progressions, the milestones to get there. And that's what I've done. So I give, as you can see now, I'm wearing this purple shirt. I think I'm probably up to the brown belt one, but I like purple better. But everyone starts with a white belt shirt and then they progress on. So that way you get graded, you get something new, you're excited because you've just hit the standards. And that's really cool because that way we've got something to measure your uncommon strength. So everyone starts with a white belt and then we go from there once we hit the standards. Now to get the next belt, I've changed this, you need to get 7 out of 10 of the ordeals, which are the movements that we're gonna go through, to grade. So if you get 6 levels at blue belt and that's it, then I'm sorry, you do not get your blue belt yet. You've got to work on your weak link. And that's the important thing because people are going to be strong on one thing and not strong on the other. So now you know where you need to be working on. And I think that's really cool because it's very easy to steer into your strengths. Like I love bench press, I'll just keep benching, but it's like, hey, I suck at this. Why have I got a brown belt and everything, but this one's a fucking white belt? It's like, how much more gains can I have from working on my weaknesses, even just to get them up to that next standard, okay? Now, on the opposite, if you happen to get a black belt bench press, but everything else is blue belt, your bench press one's just gonna count to your blue belt. So that way, if you're at 6th and that one's your 7th, now you got your blue belt, you're sweet. It doesn't count as a black belt anymore. It's just gonna help boost you up. Once everything else gets to black, of course it's gonna count as a black belt, but it's just gonna help you come up to the ranking that your whole body is at for uncommon strength. So, next, we've got the 10 ordeals. So these are all movements, but I thought I'd make it a bit of fun and breaking down what uncommon strength is because I want to have that raw strength, endurance, range of strength, balance, skill, all the good stuff. So we're going to go through the ordeal soon. Now there's a whole lot of movement standards here. So just to start, preface this, EMOM, every minute on the minute. You need to memorize what this means because I'm going to go through this in a second, and if you don't understand this now, it's not gonna make sense. So once the minute starts, you do your reps, you rest for the rest of the minute, and then you go when the new minute ticks over. Now, to complicate things, the way I write this is 10D, 1, 3, 5, whatever. Now, let's break this down real quick before I lose you. 10 means 10D, 10 dense rounds, means 10 minutes of EMON standard. So 10D means 10 rounds. If it was 5D, which is not in this, it just would mean 5 minutes. But all of these are going to be 10D something, and whatever that number is reps. So 10D1 would be 10 rounds of 1 rep every minute for 10 minutes. If it was 10D3, 10 rounds of 3 reps every minute on the minute, 5, okay? Very simple once we break that down. It's just how I have to write it in these programs to make sense, okay? We've got that, unreal. Next, we got cadence. So we're gonna use a metronome, which is gonna ding, ding. It tells you when you've got to go. So some of the exercises is a rep every 2 seconds. Some of the exercises are rep every 3 seconds. This makes it way harder, mind you, okay? So this is why, because I found that you could just bang out push-ups, but once we put a cadence on, it slows it right down. Your reps get way better because you have to fully lock it out, bring it down. So you're gonna have to download a metronome app for this and then play around with setting it up for it to ding at the right times, okay? Chin-ups, full arm extension, and then we gotta lock it off with chest to bar. That is a full fucking rep, okay? Now there's a heap of other rules when we're in this, so download the PDF so you can go through yourself, and then that way you'll know the movement standards, okay? So let's go through the 10 ordeals, which is the exciting thing. So first we got the Atlas press, and this is to demonstrate uncommon vertical pushing strength. So this is about the handstand push-ups. White belt, we got a 1 wall handstand push-up. So you just gotta go down, touch your head to the ground, push back up, lock out, bang. That's your white belt standard done. Blue, 10D1, so just a quick refresher, 10D1 would be 10 rounds with 1 rep on the minute for 10 minutes, okay? So you'll do a total of 10 reps within 10 minutes. That's blue belt standard. Purple, 10D5, wall handstand push-ups. Brown, 10D1, so 1 rep every minute for 10 minutes, but it's gonna be a freestanding handstand push-up, so no wall. And black is 5 freestanding handstand push-ups consecutively without falling down. I hope everyone's got that 10D1, 2, 3. It should make sense to you, and we got this, okay? Next, we got Mount Olympus, a bit of raw strength. We're demonstrating uncommon horizontal pushing strength. The bench press, of course this is in here, okay? White belt is 1 times your body weight. So if you're 90 kilos, you're doing 90 kilos. If you're a blue belt, it's 1.2 times body weight. So you put this through a calculator, 1.2 times whatever your body weight is. That's gonna give you blue belt. Purple's 1.3, brown's 1.4, black's 1.5. Every man should be able to do a 100 kilo bench press, and I'm a firm believer of this. You just have to. Like, I don't care, the ego lifting aside, there is no reason you shouldn't be able to do 100 kilos if you put some work into it. I think every man, regardless of if it's good to be judged or not, you should just be able to do 100 kilos. You'll feel better about yourself. Triple digits, baby. Let's fucking go. Next, we got gravity defiance. So this is demonstrating uncommon vertical pulling strength. This is the weighted chin-up. Now, white belt, body weight chin-up. All right? Every man should be able to do a body weight chin-up. When I first started training people, I was like, do a chin-up. They're like, what the fuck? I can't do that. I was like, oh, goodness. What do you mean? People just can't do this. Now, if you can't, that's okay, except it's not okay. You need to be working at getting that. That is a fucking fantastic goal for you to get. Your first full chin-up. So again, locking out, chest to bar. That's a lot different than slight bend, chin over the bar. I don't care. Like, I don't care if you think that's a real rep. That's not what I'm doing. I believe that if there is the chance to get more range, we get more range. That way, it's a full fucking rep. Okay? So, if you can't, that's okay, except that it's not okay and you need to work towards it. Okay? Easy. Next, we got blue belt. So that's a 100 kilo total chin up. Now, how this works, if I'm 90 kilos, that means I put 10 kilos on a weight belt or in between my legs, and now I've done 100 kilos. So it's just my body weight plus whatever weight I add on. Purple's 125 kilos total. Brown is 150, which is heavy, and then black is a 1-arm chin up. Now, if you don't ever think that you're going to be able to do a 1-arm chin up, that is okay. Weighted chin ups should be a goal though, because a 5 kilo one is still an improvement to your body weight. And once you put the body weight back on, right? Like you've got rid of the weight plate rather, and then it's just body weight, you'll start banging them out faster than ever. Now you're just a fucking beast with your body weight. So weighted chin up should be everyone's goal. Now, let's preface this real quick. You should not and can't jump in between standard, like to the next standard. So 125 kilos at purple and 150 kilos at brown is a big fucking jump. 25 kilos extra added to the tendons in your arms that aren't usually worked in just your conventional gyms are not ready for this. Your tendons are not strong enough. You need to slowly build up to this. So once you hit 125, awesome. Your next goal is probably 127.5 or 130. You need to go slow. You can't jump, otherwise you will rupture tendons, and I have seen it happen. It's not good. at all. Okay, you don't want it. It's a big setback and we don't need to do it. Okay, so we just gotta go nice and slow on the increase and we'll get better and better. Okay, next we got the last stand, and this is about demonstrating uncommon unilateral squatting strength. So this is about the pistol squat. This is where some of that range of strength comes in. Now, white belt, negative only. You just have to come down to the ground. Now your bum has to touch your ankle and then you can just drop down. You need to do that on both sides. Now, if you've got shit knees and you can't, that's okay. We need to work on that though, all right? And I can help you with your knees as well. That's something I do very well. So if you need help with your knees, let's work on that to get you a negative pistol squat on each side. Like, that's an awesome first goal. Blue belt's gonna be 1 pistol squat on each side, so down and up. Purple, 10D3, so 3 reps for 10 minutes, just so we got that. And that's gonna be on each side. Brown, 10D5, and that is gonna add up because that's an extra 20 pistol squats each side at the end of the 10 minutes. Like, these volume increases very quick with these EMOMs. Then the last one's a weighted body weight, a weighted pistol squat rather, 0.5 times your body weight. So half your body weight on your arms in like a Zercher squat position, down and up, all right? And that's on each side. The Herculean walk. So this is the most primal movement there is because there's nothing better than having heavy weight to carry like your kill, all right? You gotta carry your kill back to the tribe. And this is a 15-meter carry. So it's not a very big carry, but that means we have to go very heavy. Now this could be the hardest standard in the whole series here. I got all the ordeals. This could be the hardest one. White belt is 1.5 times your body weight. So again, 90 times like 1.5 would give me the white belt standard. Now that's pretty fucking heavy. I'm not gonna lie at white belt, but I have high standards for you. A client set the standards for me that he beat me. So I had to increase the standards because he set the standards. So we're all gonna just meet that. And if we're lower, we're lower, that's okay. Blue, 2 times body weight. Purple, 2.25. Brown, 2.5. Black, 2.75. So that's that raw strength, and I think that's way better than a fucking deadlift because you're no longer just picking it up and down. Now you're being fucking useful. If someone needs you to pick something up and carry it, which is every instance if you're helping someone lift things, like when's the last time you lifted up something and that was it? You're always gonna carry it. So this is gonna take you from being that raw strength in the gym, strong, but no function to it, to being an actual useful human being that's strong. Because there's nothing more embarrassing, in my opinion, than being in the gym, strong as fuck, and then not being able to help someone. It's super embarrassing, especially for me who's not very good with tools and shit, and it's like strength's all I've got. And it's like, oh, now I'm not even strong. Cool. All right, so a bit of a sense of purpose there. Get useful with your strength. Next, we've got the iron arm. So this is demonstrating uncommon skill, balance, and endurance. And this is about the handstand hold. So not the handstand push-up. This one's just a static hold, staying in the same spot, not walking completely still. So white belt, 5-second handstand. Harder than you think still, but we're getting off that wall, and that's exciting. Now, I'm gonna do a whole breaking down how to get your first handstand video because I want everyone to be able to do a handstand. They're fun and so good for you. My traps get smashed from these. So next one, blue belt, 15 seconds. Big jump, but high standards. Purple, 30 seconds. That's gonna be hard to hit. I'm not gonna lie, it took me a long time to get the 30. Brown, 45. Black, 60 seconds. Once you hit 60 seconds, you are killing the handstand game. Next, we got Aries endurance, demonstrating uncommon pushing endurance, and this is a 2-second cadence push-up. So ideally, it would go ding, you'd go to the ground, wait for another ding, bang, bang. All right, so now we got down, up within 2 seconds. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. White belt, 15 push-ups. Blue belt, 25 push-ups. Purple, 35. Brown, 45. Black is 50 and above. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you, you chuck cadence in on anything, knock your expectations down. They're so hard. I think I could probably do 70 push-ups straight if I wasn't doing a cadence. To a cadence, I only just have hit 50 like the other day. It's so much harder, okay? But really cool. Next, we got the gorilla grind. So this is demonstrating uncommon pulling endurance. And this is a 3-second cadence chin-up. Again, way harder with a cadence. So 3 seconds, because it takes a little bit longer than a push-up, right? So go beep, and you're gonna go up, down, wait, go. All right, so every 3 seconds you're doing a rep. White belt, 1 to 5 reps. Blue, 10, purple, 15, brown, 20, black is 25 and above. Really hard, really, really hard. Now remember, we're going full extension on each rep and chest to bar, otherwise it doesn't fucking count. Really hard. Next, we got the savage squat. Now, this one hurt me for 4 days after I did this one. So go slow, build up to it. This is all about building that knee strength. So demonstrating uncommon squatting endurance. This is 100 squats in 10 minutes. So they're all 10D10s. So the white belt is going to be your body weight, 10 by 10, okay? Blues, 0.25, so 0.25 times your body weight, blue belt. 0.5 for purple, 0.75 for brown, and 1 times your body weight for black. So for a black belt, I'm gonna have to have 90 kilos, front squat or back squat, I don't really care, you're still doing it with your heels elevated. So we go knees over toes squat. Oh, ass to grass, 100 squats really hurts. And then we got the last one, okay, number 10, Nordic Nightmare, because this is gonna demonstrate uncommon knee flexion. And this is an area of strength that most people are super weak in, but really helps protect your knee from behind. So we do have to regress this down because you won't have done this most likely and you will be fucking weak here and we can hurt ourselves if we go too fast. Again, don't jump standards, build up to it. So we got 10 short range Nordics. You just got to be able to do 10 short range Nordics, and that's your white belt standard. Now the short range is going to be palms to the ground with a quite aggressive bend in the hips. Now I'm going to have YouTube video that you can have a look at this. That's going to be the standard, and I really highly recommend even doing a few of these before you go for any of the other standards just to warm the area up. And you should have done this for a long time before you try to progress to the long range Nordic, which can cause injuries, okay? But also it's like the best injury prevention once you've got it strong, okay? So next we got 10D10 short range Nordics for blue belt. 100 of them, you're gonna hurt, your back's gonna light up, like your lower back, your glutes, your hammies. It's gonna hurt. It's actually maybe arguably the hardest one just because of the volume of it. But then you've got to have the uncommon strength to be able to get the full range. So purple is gonna be 1 full range negative Nordic. So that is everything's locked in, you're going all the way controlled, chest to the ground, rest. No dropping at all, okay? And now your hips can't be more than 45 degrees either. They've got to just be locked in, hips forward, chest and abs should hit the ground at the same time, okay? Then we got brown belt, which is 1 MSL Nordic. Now this is a Marty St. Louis Nordic, which you start from the ground, hands on your ass or on your side, big breath in, squeeze the glutes, and you shoot yourself off the ground. So you're starting from that dead stop position and you just go boom. Now your hips again cannot go more than 45 degrees. It needs to have only just a slight bend to help you up. That is all. And then the last one for black belt, which I am not got this yet, is a 10D1 Nordic. So full range Nordic up and down for 10 minutes. That's a high standard, but I want to get this one in particular. So I want to set the standard really, really high. So what does that mean? So if you want to get on board on this, awesome. You can buy a white uncommon shirt, a graded shirt. I put them, I think they're like 35 bucks just so you can join the journey. You'll have this PDF to go along with it. That way you can just jump on board on this, your own journey, even if you're not paying me for coaching, whatever, but you just have some standards to try to hit because I just want to get guys in the gym doing something different, having a bit of fun. Okay, so where do you think you would rank? Where do you think you'd rank is my question for you. Because it's way harder than you think it's going to be. Like I said, like I definitely have got purple belt. I probably got brown. I need to go through them all again and just like tick them off. Maybe I'm 1 off or so. And then black, I've got a couple of the ordeals in black, but not yet. So at the event that I ran, I originally had it as grading for 5 out of 10 instead of 7 out of 10. And some people didn't get blue belts, and that's okay. But it's just something cool to be working towards. I think it's pretty cool because I want to change how we have our strength. I want to change the thinking around it. I want to change so much around this world that I love because I think we can do it better. I think that we can build this uncommon strength, and I think that's going to help build uncommon men that's capable. I want to build capable uncommon men. I want to be strong in as many ranges as possible because I believe that movement is life. I believe more movement is always better. What good is it to be able to lift 200 deadlift, 140 kilo bench press, whatever, and then not being able to do a negative pistol squat because your knees are so fucked? Like, where's the quality of life that's going to come from this? What if you can't do a handstand? You're missing out on so much more fun and wrist stability, shoulder health, traps, like get smashed from handstands. But the handstand push-ups look so cool and you can do it anywhere. So now we've got these freedom exercises that you can train anyway. So you're no longer confined to a big commercial gym. There's so much freedom that we can have from unlocking this uncommon strength. And it's also just fun as fuck. When I have friends over and I just do a handstand push-up, we have fun. Like it's cool to see someone that can just pump out a handstand push-up. Set the standard for your group. Just show them what you're capable of, because like you're not going to win in the bodybuilding world unless you are on steroids. That is hands down the only way that you're going to ever get a chance in bodybuilding world. And if you don't want to bodybuild for competition, then I don't think you should just be into bodybuilding. I believe bodybuilding is awesome to build foundations. We need muscle. We should have muscle. It will build, boost confidence and your health in general. I'm not saying that. But do you not think that you're going to build muscle with 100 squats in 10 minutes? Like that is, like German volume training is 10 sets of 10, but they don't talk about doing it in EMOM, which now we've got cardio going in as well. It's going to be way harder. So you don't need to do just standard like bodybuilder split where you're doing arm day. It's like, do you not think my arms are getting fucking smashed by doing 150 kilo weighted chin up? I haven't done arm day in probably 5 years. And I can still curl. I did a curl the other week with a 60 kilo barbell. And it's like, well, someone that just curls, that does not translate to being able to do 150 kilo chin up. But the chin up has done that for the curl because I don't curl. So why not have useful strength, right? Like I would love to have there's way more fun to be had when you can do a chin up. Like I go rock climbing now and I just climb with my arms without my feet because it's so fucking fun, right? So that has unlocked things for me. It's also an awesome muscle builder for my back. Like I think I have quite a muscular back and I don't do much more than just chin-ups. Like that's pretty much all I do, and it's like, oh, okay, cool, that worked. And now I can do a heap of chin-ups. And I can do that anyway. I go for a run to the park and there's a chin-up bar and now I can do a chin-up. And I do, I love it. It's a nice little rest for my run too. So if you don't want to bodybuild, why don't we just build this uncommon strength? Why don't you want to be more than just a bodybuilder? Like fuck doing 4 sets of 10 bench press, 4 sets of 10 incline bench press, 4 sets of 10 dumbbell bench press. Like that is fucking boring. So boring. Let's chuck some weighted dips in. That's like the best chest builder I think that there ever is. Then you got these push-ups. I promise you, the only reason you don't do push-ups are 1, you suck at them, or 2, they're fucking hard. Because I tricked myself into thinking that I don't do them because it's body weight and it's easy, I'm too good for it. Go do a set of max push-ups literally right now. Let's end it right here, right now. After this podcast, bang, I want you to drop down, send me a message of how many push-ups you did, straight. And I mean full lockout, chest and groin to the ground for each rep, no rest. Go get after it and let me know how you go, because I think this could be the thing that sets you apart. This could be the thing that you snap and go, holy fuck, this is insane. From one set, that's how I felt like, okay, maybe there is something. And that's what I'm gonna go this whole uncommon strength thing right now. Drop down, do some push-ups. I'll talk to you later.